I don't know Rick Tocchet personally, but he's not a happy camper with this game today. Colorado had a game stolen from them in Game 3, and today decided, yeah, it's not happening again. And it looks like the top seeds in the West, Vegas and Colorado, are playing their best hockey. And Arizona's going to need just a fantastic performance from here. And the problem is, in the first 4 games, they've accomplished 14 shots, 32 in this one, 21 here, and today 15. So, early chances for the Avs. Kemper was tested. He denied McKinnon. The shots were 3-0 in favor of Colorado at 4 minutes. It's like, favors Avs? Sure. Or maybe the Coyotes, because they do tend to do well in games where they're outshot, right? Not tonight. Garland takes a penalty. The Avs go to the power play. Demers was denied by Kadri. Or Demers denied a Kadri chance, I should say. All Avs for the first 8 minutes, which was just, this was a steamrolling. There isn't a nice way to put this. The shot attempts were 15-1 for Colorado in the first half. And this is where, if you're behind the Avs bench or the Coyotes bench, you're saying, hey, 1 shot attempt in 10 minutes here. Come on, guys. We gotta get this going. You gotta bail out Kemper. You relied on him last game way too much. This one, you're even shooting at a lower rate than you did in the last game. And Grubauer's in net, which apparently makes a bit of a difference. Nieto scores from Calvert and Belmar at 14:07. And the goal was scored as the Coyotes started to show some life. Like, the Coyotes, to me, they were starting to get it together. There's a missed shot by Chychrun, and yeah, we end up here. Richardson then takes a penalty. The Avs go to the power play. And what a power play by the Avs today. Kadri would score from Landeskog and Rantanen at 16:07. Nichushkin then takes a penalty. The Coyotes go to the power play. But really, really strong penalty kill by the Avs. No shots. None. So the special teams battle early being won by Colorado. Hjalmarsson then takes a trip, and it's a late power play for the Avs. And the Hjalmarsson trip, it's a legit call. It's one of those penalties. You can't be doing that this time of year, which is August. God, that's weird. Anyways, Kadri would score on that power play as well from McKinnon and Makar at 19:39. So with 21 seconds left in the first, this game's 3-0. Now, going into the second period, you could see a 3-0 lead, and I've seen it said, 3-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. It is if you let up. And what drives me insane is when a team lets up, and they're like, well, let's not run up the score, because there's that whole, you can't run up the score. But if you don't, if you let up, if you change your game, if you start playing another way, you run the risk of a comeback, and then you've got to try to rediscover that form in the middle of the team's momentum against you. So Garland wasn't on the bench to start the second period. He would not return. That is a huge blow to the Arizona Coyotes. He had 22 goals during the regular season. He is their best goal scorer. No offense to Taylor Hall, but their best goal scorer in my eyes is Garland. And last I saw in this game, Hall had 0 shots in this game. Because I did a double check. He was a -2 and had 0 shots at the time I checked, and that was in the third period. So Kemper stopped a Burakovsky chance as he wasn't giving up. Grabner takes a penalty. The Avs, this is their attempt at a third power play goal. Traffic by the Avs on their shots and really dominant performance. So Darcy Kemper can't see the puck. Kemper's being blocked out, screened out. You're not seeing the puck. Nope. Sorry. Nope. Not happening. The Coyotes had 4 shots in the first half of the game, and they were down by 3 goals. 4 shots in 30 minutes. I mean, the effort's better in the second half of the game, but they had 4 shots in the first 30 minutes. Now, on the other side of this, that means the Avs allow 4 shots in 30 minutes. The Avs are making this look relatively easy with a fantastic blue line that is underrated. Yes, Colorado's blue line is definitely underrated. Donskoy would score from Burakovsky and Kadri at 11 minutes and 37 seconds. It was a 2-on-1. It was a fast break goal. And Donskoy, absolutely fantastic. That makes it 4-0. So Hinostroza tries a break of his own the other way. It's stopped. Nieto takes a penalty. The Coyotes go to the power play. And to their credit, it's Chychrun getting his first goal of the playoffs from Osterley and Hinostroza at 13:31. That's a power play marker for Arizona. Didn't really mean that they were going to come back, but it meant that you didn't necessarily have to turn the game off. Although if you were a Coyotes fan at 4-0, you probably went, what else is on? But yeah, I mean, at least it gives the idea that maybe, and then going into the third period, Rick Tocchet does what he should have done it when it was 4-0. After that Donskoy goal, probably should have pulled out Kemper and put in Raanta. Nothing wrong with Kemper's play today, just trying to change the momentum a little bit. Think along the lines of what Tortorella did in the round against Toronto by going from Korpisalo to Merzlikins, that kind of thing. So Raanta starts the third, and he's welcomed on his first shot by Cale Makar, who went in all by himself and did Cale Makar things. Got himself a goal. Kid's pretty good. Elite deke, speed, goes around Goligoski, and yeah, it was Ranta's first shot. Good luck. This is why, again, when people say, so who do you think's better, Quinn Hughes or Cale Makar? My answer's yes. Yeah. Because, again, you can make the argument either way, and if you're an Avs fan, you're going to be happy with Makar for a long time. If you're a Canucks fan, you're going to be happy with Quinn Hughes for a long time. And then, less than 3 minutes later, Calvert scores from McKinnon and Graves. And this is where I thought to myself, somewhere Alain Vigneault is yelling at his TV about them running up the score. So the Coyotes call a timeout while they're down 6-1. And I can only assume it's so Tocchet can go over how much disappointment he's feeling in that time. Because honestly, it's not like you're going to score 5 goals in 17 minutes against Colorado. So this is a timeout out of frustration. This is a, do you understand how much you're humiliating yourselves right now kind of timeout. And so you're looking for some kind of a jump. Some kind of a jump that's going to, show they're back into it. Here we go. All right. So at the very least, have a good last 17 minutes to show that going into Game 5, your minds are in it and you're all set and everything's going to be better. Well, the Avs kept going for more. Kessel gets hurt. Zadorov takes a penalty. Coyotes go to the power play. The Coyotes power play. While they got the Chychrun goal, there wasn't a whole lot else going on with that power play. Colorado's penalty kill was solid outside of that. After they kill that off, Landeskog takes a penalty. Coyotes get their 4th power play of the game. And, Colorado did their best to kill it off. The Coyotes just couldn't get into the slot. They couldn't get really good chances. They had a couple that looked okay. But in reality, this was just all Colorado all the time. This was, if you're an Avs fan, this might be your favorite game of the playoffs. Might be your least favorite. You might be like, there was no tension left in this one. So, then there's a scrum with 6:17 left. Kind of an ugly ending to this game. Makar got hit into the boards. He stays in the game. Gets hit into the boards from Krause. And immediately McKinnon, upon seeing that, he goes off. He ends up pairing off with Fisher. Ragdolls Fisher around. It ends up being a 4-minute power play for the Avs. And, the Krause hit on Makar, I don't know. I mean, people are still talking about the Foligno hit in the last game. I don't try to get into what hits will or won't be looked at by the NHL because that's a whole discussion for another time. But we'll see. We'll see. Because he did hit him in the numbers, but Makar turned. So you can make either argument that Makar turned or that Krause hit him in the numbers. Again, but with that power play, where a lot of teams would be like, hey, we'll just take these 4 minutes and run it off. Not Colorado. Not today. And I'm not sure if this is Colorado feeling it was personal with Arizona at this stage, wanting to send a statement after what happened in Game 3. But if they were trying to send a statement, it's been received. Rantanen scores. He tipped the shot from Johnson and Landeskog at 16:24. That's a power play marker. I didn't necessarily think Rantanen got the tip, but they credit him with the goal. If it turns into being Johnson's goal and they say, actually, Rantanen doesn't touch it, that wouldn't surprise me. But Rantanen gets credited with the goal. And at 16:24, it's 7-1. So what do the Avs do? They keep going for more. The other thing, too, was here we are on a power play late. And again, Alain Vigneault probably yelling at his TV because they've got their top power play guys out there. They don't have McKinnon because he's in the box. But they have their top power play guys on the ice. They are going for more goals. This was absolutely Colorado running up the score. And kept going. And meanwhile, Grubauer, kind of low-key, played decently. Some decent opportunities here and there. He shut them down. This was ugly. It was 7-1. Now, do I have a problem with running up the score? Not really. I don't. I honestly, my biggest fear is that a team gets up 3-0 or 4-0 and then just stops playing and allows the other team to get back into it and can't reverse that momentum again, and suddenly it's 4-4. And then we're all yelling as hockey fans going, what happened there? Well, they let up. And so I'm fine with this kind of a score. I know there are people who don't like it. I know there are purists that don't like it. But I get it. I do. Because, again, the other option to me is not much of an option, which is to just stop playing. I hate when they stop playing. Shots were Colorado. 12-3 in the first, 10-6 in the second, 8-6 in the third. Final shots 30-15. Hits were 31-26 for Arizona. Power plays, Colorado goes 2 for 7. Arizona goes 1 for 4. Grubauer saved 14 out of 15. Kemper saved 18 out of 22. And then Ronta saves 5 out of 8. So you can't really say it was goaltending that cost the Arizona Coyotes today. This was just the team effort, just not there. And now they're on the brink of being eliminated by Colorado in a couple of days' time. We'll see if Arizona has anything that they can mount as an attack, as a defense in Game 5. Let me know how you feel about this in the comment section below, because boy howdy, this is the Avalanche team that I picked to go to the Stanley Cup Finals, and they looked like it today. This was ugly. Let me know your thoughts. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.